Welcome to today's Pilates. Let's get started off with a bit of a warm-up. Start with your feet hip width apart, toes pointing forwards. And let's just have a little squat. So bending those knees down and up. Good. And then we're just going to take a little lunge step to the side and in. Same side. Let's add in our arm as you reach over. One more time to that side. And then we're going to change sides. So a little lunge step to the side, arm reaching up and over. Good. Now let's take that foot back behind you. So a lunge back, change legs, lunge back. So toe lands as you bend your knees. All the time engaging your core, keeping an upright spine, looking ahead. One more with each leg. Good. All right, take those feet a little bit wider now. So a wide squat. Try and get that glutes down nice and low. Good, let's bring those feet back in and then a lunge step forward. Again, we're going to do alternate legs. You can either lift your arms forward or you can have them down by your sides. So whichever helps you balance. One more. And then we're going to have a roll down. So feet about hip width apart, curling forwards. Just rolling down to wherever you can. And then roll back up again. So focus on rolling through your spine, one vertebra at a time. Good. Now let's come back up to standing and have some balance. So we're going to lift right leg up in front, straightening, bending from the knee. But again, if you need to, hold on, or you can slide your foot along the floor. And then let's change legs. Find that balance. Bending and straightening at the knee. And then let's take right leg out at the side. We're going to lift both arms. See if you can just hover that foot as you come back in, so you're not actually putting it down on the floor. Again, nice and tall, looking forward. And then let's change legs. Now this time, opening in the hip, you're going to lift your right knee, open it out to the side, back to the center and down. And then we'll try it with the left leg, lifting it up, out to the side, center and down. So just changing legs each time. Again, hold on if you need to, or tap your toe on the floor and open. So let's do one more with each leg. And then taking your leg behind, and this time, little balance, bring it back in, change legs. So squeeze your glutes as you take your leg back. Still looking ahead. And then relaxing there, let's have another roll down. However, we're going to add that on to a roll down with a press up. So make sure you've got room in front of you. Let's roll down, either dropping down to hands and knees or walking forward on your hands. Set it up for a press up. And let's roll back up again. So rolling down, walking forward, and we'll do just one more. Now, make a little box position, hands under those shoulders. Let's just round your spine. So tucking that tailbone between your legs, tucking your head in, rounding your back. Now tilt that tailbone up to the ceiling, make a little dip in your back, lifting your head, shoulders draw back. So we're just rounding and dipping our spine. Let's make our way onto your tummy. Elbows bent out at the side. So pulling your tummy in away from the floor as you breathe in, lifting up head, chest and arms. Keeping your chin tucked, eyes looking down so that neck stays in line with your spine. Good. Take your arms down by the sides of your legs. Same thing again, just lifting up head, chest and arms. Keeping that chin tucked, eyes looking down. And as you're lifting up, check you're not pushing your tummy out. And then relaxing there. So this time, let's have those legs together, lifting both legs up off the floor, out to the side, back to the center, and down. Easier option, alternate legs. Lifting your leg up, out, in, and down. Check you're still tightening that belt from hip to hip. And then relaxing there. So let's come back up. Turn yourself over onto your back. So let's start with some single leg bridges. Crossing right ankle to left thigh. Squeeze your glutes as you're lifting your hips up and down. Make sure you're not wobbling. Two more. And then let's change legs. And then placing feet back down. Double leg stretch. Picking up both legs, knees bent. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, extend your legs forward. Breathe in, bend them just to 90 degrees. So knees above hips. Now you can take those legs higher or you can take them lower as you stretch them out. But make sure your back doesn't arch. So breathe out, pulling belly button to spine. Have a little hug. And then let's reset. Feet on the floor, finding that neutral spine. Engage pelvic floor, arms lifted. So we're going to circle your arms. As your arms reach back overhead, think about pulling your ribs down towards your hips. We're going to add in our legs. So level 1, just your right leg lifted. Level 2, both legs lifted. As your arms reach back, stretch one leg forward. So you're lengthening from fingertips to toes. Circle and bend back to the center. Breathe out, stretch out. Level 1, change legs. and relaxing there. So we're going to roll over onto your right hand side, propping yourself up though on your elbow. So make sure your hips and ribs are lifted away from the floor. We're going to lift up and then come back down. So we're lifting those hips up, big stretch through your side. As you come down though, try not to sink right back down here. So keep that length in your spine. Hips just lightly touch the floor and then lift back up again. Good. Now we're going to hold it with the hips on the floor. Feet stay together, opening and closing that knee. So keep your head and chest lifted because you're keeping a nice long diagonal line down your spine. Okay, let's lower back down onto your side. Still with those knees bent, but just check your hips are stacked as if you've got a straight line down the back of them. Lifting your top leg slowly, just to hip height. Now let's bring that top knee over, lengthening your bottom leg. So lifting your bottom leg up and down. Imagine you're tightening a belt though from hip to hip, so still pulling your tummy muscles in. Squeezing your inner thigh. And then holding that leg up as high as you can. Little pulses. And relax. So let's lengthen your body now, lengthening from fingertips to toes. Imagine you're pulling that bottom rib in away from the floor, and let's lift your legs up and down. You can lift one leg or both legs, hand on the floor or hand on your side. So choose the option that suits you. And then relaxing there. So let's just roll back over onto your back. Finding that neutral spine once more. So this time, picking up both legs, straight legs up to the ceiling. You can grab hold of your right leg and flatten your back. As you breathe out, slowly lower your left leg. Slowly pull it back up again. Changing legs at the top. Using your hand to support your leg or arms relaxed on the floor. Breathing out, belly button to spine, flattening your back as you're lowering your leg. Also though, make sure you're slowly pulling it back up. Otherwise, it's too easy. One more time. Have a little hug. Now hugging that right knee to chest, stretch your left leg forward, curl up as if you're pulling your knee to nose. Change legs, hug your left knee in. Change legs. So we keep changing legs, curling up. And then relax back down. So let's reset. Finding that neutral spine once more. This time picking up your right leg knee bent. Hinge from the hip as you lower it just a little further away from you. And then pick up your left leg. And again, hinging from the hip as you lower your foot. Changing feet at the floor each time, level 1. Bed. Level 2, we're going to start with both legs lifted, tapping one foot down, bringing it back up, changing legs at the top. Again, still moving from the hip, not bending from the knee. Make sure your back's not arching. Breathing out, lowering your leg. And then let's roll over onto your left hand side. First of all, starting with those side bends. So lifting your hips, lifting your arm as you stretch over. Hips just lightly touch and lift back up again. Okay, hips stay on the floor. Again, keeping that head and chest lifted, opening and closing top knee. So squeezing your feet together. And then let's lower down onto your side, still with those knees bent. Check your hips are stacked as if you've got a ruler down the back of them. Lifting top leg just to hip height, lightly touch and lift. Still Still drawing in pelvic floor. Bring that top knee over as you lengthen your bottom leg, lifting your bottom leg up and down. Check you're still tightening that belt from hip to hip, pulling your tummy in. And then holding that leg up as high as you can. Little pulses. And then relax, lengthening both legs. Hand either on your side or hand on the floor, lifting legs up and down. Either one leg or both legs. And relaxing there. So let's just turn back over onto your back. So finding that neutral spine once more. Both arms lifted, both legs lifted. Scissoring arms and legs. As one arm goes back, one arm goes forward, pushing your leg forward. Easier option, sliding your feet along the floor. Slowly, breathe out, stretch out. Breathe in, reset back in the center. Taking both arms out wide and a little twist from side to side, either with feet lifted or feet on the floor. Slowly. Back to the center, lengthening your right leg, just pointing and flexing your ankle. Back flat, chin tucked. Relaxing your foot, gently pull your leg a little closer. Bend your knee, crossing ankle to thigh and just hugging that knee across. Change legs. Lengthen your left leg, just pointing and flexing your ankle. Relaxing your foot, gently pull your leg a little closer. Bending your knee, crossing left ankle to right thigh, hugging that left knee in. Feet on the floor, arms wide, tilting your knee to the right and just turning your head to the left. Change sides. And then have a nice big stretch, have a little hug. And when you feel ready, come back up to sitting. Well done, and thank you for joining me today.